So, content warning. This horror game is not intended for audiences. Please visit our website and see a full list of content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect on rare occasions that's caused motion sickness in players. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story! Oh, there she is. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Also, let me know if the game volume is alright. Like if it's too loud or I need to turn it down, just let me know. Oh, I can move the environment.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Why? The end of the world? What are you talking about? I'm sure that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up. Empress is kind of bad though, doesn't it? Someone else do this, and I'm doing this. Okay, well, there's a lot of options. What the heck? I'm gonna take the boring route and just, you know, abide by his rules.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Oh, there we go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Oh.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Take down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yep.
Focus on the task at hand.
I'm here to kill you.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yes. Still your nerves, step forward.
Your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I can do this.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I've faced Dark Souls, man. I can handle
She's
you.
unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck you.
this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming.
I did it. I beat the
But I
game.
have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Yes.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
No, she's dead.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
Yeah, she's dead.
Is it over?
Yeah. Of course,
Yes,
she's dead.
Exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
I do not like the sound of that
Why do
door.
I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
Uh-oh.
Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Narrator, I think we ended the world.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy.
I'm not happy.
You'll be
No, I'm
happy.
not. No. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
Oh, okay. So, never ending.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Alright, fine.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's
Oh,
days,
it's still going.
or months,
Okay.
or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
I mean, could you, like, narrate?
Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Of course we are. I like it here. Did you hear the narrator? I'm happy.
Are we
We're
really
happy.
happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked
Good,
to.
because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
Probably not, no.
Blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Oh, no, you're not gonna...
I can
Oh.
hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it
We
would
gotta
want
kill
you to
the
use that
narrator.
blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Yeah, we gotta kill the narrator.
He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
It's not wonderful, though.
Do you not?
It's
There's
eternity.
more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? We'd be
How
dead.
astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die here. I'm not risking death over you very much. Yeah, this hell. You're right, I didn't like the idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing, at least for a little while longer. I'll be pretty upset if we die.
Die? You can yell at me all you want.
I am so going to yell at you when I'm dead.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Yeah, you could at least, put like a TV here, or, set up like a game console here. I'd be a little bit happy. Maybe like a mini fridge with some nice soda or something. There's just nothing in here.
Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Oh, wait.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Son of a bitch. Got played. Chapter 2. The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, no.
Don't you start
Okay, no.
about morals.
We're in the loop.
The world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine.
Was the
It
cold?
wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why would I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Okay, touche.
Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
Yeah, in a weird
And I
way.
believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
I like Voice of the Cold. He has reason.
Just stay focused, will you?
This brush is like nothing.
Just be quick about it.
Thing the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round. Yes, maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end. But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here. And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending.
Wait a
I
minute.
promise.
Killing her will not end the world. It kind of did, though, dude.
That's exactly what we're afraid of. Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. cabin awaits.
Last time around, I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can someone like that end the world? Who locked her in that basement? What is this place? No.
You just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
That doesn't say anything, though. I'm in woods. What kind of woods? Where in this world am I? If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this.
Pretty sure I'm
Call
not.
it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Of course we're special.
You're being cagey. When are you
I
telling
told
me?
you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
This is boring. He's clearly not interested in talking. So let's just do as he says. And maybe he'll stop bothering us.
Alright, I guess.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I'm gonna turn around and leave.
Do you think there's something else? Alright.
Fuck this, I'm out.
Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Okay, fine. Go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her, maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. I'm probably gonna pick that one. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish coming to a new dawn beyond your own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. I'll continue down the path away from the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
You son of a bitch.
How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Oh, how quaint. He really wants us to go in there, doesn't he?
Turn around again and leave
Really keen
again.
on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yep.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
How can she kill us when she's chained?
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you
Wait,
still hear
what?
me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again.
Uh-oh.
Everything is getting...
Wait, what's happening?
What's going on? Where are we?
I don't know. But it feels like home.
Home? What's happening? The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by textured nothingness. It is quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws around the glass, the surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. I'm gonna embrace. Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Doors pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am your only salvation. Ah! Denial? Okay.
You're on a path through the woods,
I've
and
got
at the
a
end of
trophy
that
that says
path
denial.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, so yeah, we're in some kind of weird dimension.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So I just completely restarted then. Let's see. Have we said that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked
While I
up?
appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay. So killing the princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I mean, slaying anyone is bad. Just saying.
Unfortunately,
Can
you're
someone
the
else
only
do
one
this?
who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Wow. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Uh-huh. Alright, just go to the cabin then.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will...
Yeah, we've seen that before.
The interior of the cabin is almost... The blade is your implement.
We're gonna leave the blade there. I'm not gonna kill her.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly... Her voice softly...
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save
How many
you.
times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Yeah, we're gonna save her. I ain't slaying the princess today, we're gonna save the
Downstairs
princess.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I bet they did.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
There might be something upstairs. I'm gonna look and see.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Damn it, narrator, stop
Someone
this.
else here.
Hey, let me out of here. Try the
You try
door.
the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Hey, let me out of
Shouts
here.
and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Shit.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
No.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Ah!
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth,
Oh.
her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Oh, okay. That's, werewolf princess.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
Wait, what?
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Oh, shut
Or
up,
we could
narrator.
use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess!
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
The fact that she has the courage to gnaw her arm off just to get out of there. Jeez, man.
Cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp.
Ugh.
It takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
This is,
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
what the fuck?
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait,
What?
this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Narrator, no.
Watch me.
Narrator, stop.
What are you doing?
Ah, you son of a... Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Yeah, I don't.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
No, you're making it worse.
The
Resist.
blade! Move the blade! As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Yeah, it's not me. You need to run.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from
Whoa, what
your
happened to my hand?
infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Oh, I've become like a beast. What?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges
Darn.
it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Darn.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
No, we just don't want to listen to you.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and
Ow.
again, and you feel every
Ouchie,
inch
ouch.
of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Ow.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry,
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Goodbye. Chapter 2, The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you best, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky.
The smitten. The smitten.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
This guy sounds like Zap Brannigan.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. Let's say for a moment
okay.
you died last time, which probably...
We've already been over
because
this.
You were the one who did us in, villain. Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop
Some of
us
it.
from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Different world entirely. No, I think we're just stuck in a
If
loop.
it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
No, I think she got trapped down there and probably starved to death, or was forced to eat my corpse. Ha!
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Dastardly!
Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Boonga boonga. Princess bad, kill princess. I'm with them. I'm going to find a way to save her from that cabin.
That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with?
Yeah, that's my crippling insanity.
You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to
Porn.
reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
There is no porn yet. I'll let it in the car, yeah. Proceed to cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
I'm going
she
to
will
win.
cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Ow.
Don't believe a word she says. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own
Why
voice.
would I not go in the Pokeball? Pokeballs don't work on me. You may try, but I cannot be captured in a Pokeball.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
I agree, Smith. Cool it down. Keep it in your
Don't pay
pants.
their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Shut up, narrator. Alright. All we gotta do is save the princess, and then...
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
It's right
There's
there!
the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's a mirror right there!
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
That's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her. We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror.
It's right
Why
there!
would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Bet if it was a love ball, it would have worked. I don't know. I can only be captured by a specific ball. You like my model? Thank you. This is, I am PumpkinVap right now. As you can tell with the, filter voice. Usually, KoiVap is the one that streams when it's not around the spooky month. Sounds more like this. But for today, it's the spooky voice. Okay. One, two, you guys are somewhere. Why would even sizzle? What do you do? Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub
Oh,
your
I
hand
still look like a
against the
beast.
cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
What?
But now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Everyone got a voice changer but me. I use this is protocol again, voice mod. I use voice mod. It works for what it does. Yeah, you just remove the mirror.
Very different.
Yeah, this place looks different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense.
Thing is, you don't got a PC.
You certainly
Yeah.
haven't been killed by the princess.
And that could do it.
So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
I'm not gonna take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Man, for a dungeon, this is actually fancy.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
No, not really.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Wait, she remembers me from last time? Okay, she's on to this
And she
then.
called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yeah, the narrator's right.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
I don't
Are
know.
you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You killed me last time, it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? Sorry, I'm last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. This one.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
No.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Like she's done this multiple times.
Because she's perfect. I think she has someone like him telling her what to do. She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Okay, you know what? I walked right into that one. But before we start talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
What?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
What do you mean, make me happy? What?
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end. I have no feelings for one way or the other about the world ending. Also, the world sucks, people are a plague, and I hope you brought slow and painful ruin to them all. I could remain silent. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
Oh, okay.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
Okay, she's playing us.
I'm not so sure.
I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
Yeah.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
Yeah, that's the thing. We didn't ask her to kill us. She just kind of chose that option.
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She
No.
is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Alright, and that's the final option.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Oh.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
It just
Approach
slips
the
right off.
princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
Again, what am I?
That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
We're
I couldn't
doomed.
believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free. And you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Aw,
Ugh.
that's nice.
If only you had a weapon. One slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Love.
What do we do now?
We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do
That
next.
sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face. And the
Damn it, narrator.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair! We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you will ever know. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Do you think you can open it?
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right? Nobody is leaving this basement.
I think we can open it if we try it together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs and...
Take the blade and slay the princess. You're not doing
You're
that.
enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Yeah?
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Hey, look. Romantic haze.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go?
Uh-oh.
Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold.
Oh.
Our feathers, pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Pluck our feathers? What creature are we? Uh-oh. 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 Oh. Back here again, huh? You don't get the chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her
She's
place.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a... mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know where we can go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and dream for a while? That can't hurt, right?
No, fuck that. I'm looking at the mirror. First, we'll check these explanations.
It is. Does that mean the world ended? The villain vanquished.
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how would we go about looking for her.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Why is the mirror so bad?
Can't believe she was taken away from us. The nerve.
Approach
Beg you,
mirror.
don't do this.
I have to. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach for it. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. you to the cabin. You are at the cabin. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're the thing I meant, space outside the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream. What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel. Standard world. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
You're the thing I met in space outside the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Okay, so she wasn't real at all. Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
So it's like in like a sleep stasis or something. You're gonna have a great shape. Okay, thank you, Anna. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Okay, good point. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Okay, so the narrator is something I convoluted up.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Okay.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Okay.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay, so someone beyond living. Like, I don't know, Ouroboros type of shit. How much do I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Being somatic, what are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
The game crashed. Or the game closed off. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, fun. I see what you did there, game. Alright. Let me start back up. Okay. So, yeah, right when you start back up, she's just there. Interesting. So, yeah, I do have to choose to forget. Come on, don't break the mirror. Everything goes dark, and you die. The hero and the princess! Okay, so if I'm getting the gist of this, my theory of what's going on is you're the prince and she's the princess. Princess was dying. You found bizarre ways of trying to save her, some like dark ritual shit. And then it caused you to be in this state of limbo, like in this alternate dimension to where time repeats itself. You go insane. You create people inside your head, like the narrator, the hero, and so on. And you're just kind of stuck in a forever loop. Narrator being a person that believes your attachment to the princess needs to stop. You need to get rid of her. Anyway, sweet, a voice went off a monarch. She will lie. Alright, take the blade. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Okay. Good luck, hero. Yeah, it wasn't a joke. Drop it. Curious how this is gonna go. Relationship. Are you coming on to me? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. Do you? Well, if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you. I'm inclined to trust them. I was hoping you'd tell me. Hmm. What's your name? Hmm. How long have you been down here? How would I get you out of here? Mm-hmm. Alright, we've talked enough. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. Get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Both of us. Oh, wait, she means me. Huh? I laid my choice on Walker in the basement. Yeah, she is not happy. Now we're sticking to the plan and walking her down here. Oh. Oh boy. Yeah? Whatever. I fought demons and beasts and Bloodborne. I can take you. I will bathe in your blood, ma'am. Throw me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. So all that just to enact, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Ignore her and go to sleep. I might do that. That's a great idea. Fall asleep when she can break through that door like it's nothing. Oh no! Oh no! We're fucked. Hi! Oh, you're welcome! Oh, come on. Wow, come on, narrator. Sleep paralysis demon. That's what this is. Great. No, you're just a part of me, a dick part of me. I guess so. Eh, yeah, like in the world. Game over. The nightmare. Oh boy. Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Yeah, first time. Voice of the paranoid. This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened. Alright. Yeah, you're right. See the cabin. Alright, let's see how fucked up it looks. There's not even a door. And there's a mirror. Ah, what? What? Oh, I do. Hi, Crew Dog. The spooky fish. Thank you for the 15 months, Crew Dog. March of the Fish. Hello, darling. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Miss Rot. I've been doing something new with the chat box. Kind of just not have it on screen all the time, so sorry if I don't see it right away. I'd like to the side here of the game. But again, thank you, Crew Dog. It's good to see you, man. Anyway, Paranoid, how do you know this? You weren't with us. You can say anything about the mirror on the wall. We already talked about the mirror. The cabin still kind of looks the same, just the mirror. I'll push the mirror. Anyway, take the blade. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, just throw a bomb down there. Boom. Anyway. Oh god. Whoa. True. Oh boy. How hard is it to throw a knife? Simply, I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Nero seems to think that I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such premises right now. What? Oh. Okay. Very. And I'm going to stab you. Go left. Oh. And I'm gonna stab you. Narrator, what do you mean by this? You created this. That was loud. Uh, you know, she kind of looks cute. This is a good question. Why? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me? And if I let you out, what then? Do we go our separate ways? Jeez. If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? You know what? That's true. I'm a pussy. We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We could be friends even. Okay. Uh, if you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice to me? Yeah, sounds like it. You know what? Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, let's bring the world to an end. Don't worry. How about you go first? Okay, fine. That's true. I think the door's locked. All right. Shit. Uh, so now the hero's gotta say it. Ah, what? Goodness.
CrewDog576 cheered X420.
Thank you for the 420 bits, Kurtok. I appreciate it. I don't know why the throwing stuff didn't work. Maybe I didn't have that set up. So I'll just there we go. There's a few of them. Very hard to stay focused on running things, so that people are talking to you, isn't it? Uh-oh. I mean, you can't really do anything, so... Yeah! Except maybe hurt my ears. Alright, slay the princess or leave the cabin. I feel like if I let her leave, she's gonna cause chaos, so... Slay? I think I'm supposed to be bringing fragments, though, right? Leave. We're doing it. We're leaving. A world of terror. Yep. Yep. The princess is exhausted, slumps to the ground. Bye. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze. Mirror as I make the leave. We need to see what's in it. The bloat you've grown in. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach. Okay, so I did choose the right part. Basically, I think I get the gist of this now. So, you're not supposed to kill the princess every time. You're supposed to get each variant of the princess out of there to this thing. So this person can become a whole, I'm guessing. That's what's happening here. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? Okay. What does it feel like to change like this? Okay. This is all done. Do you know what you want to do? Oh, okay. You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you right now. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same thing I've done before? Okay. You've been kinder to me than anyone else that I've met. Thank you. That's nice. You're a nice person. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? That's sad. True. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. Hmm. What do you want me to bring you next time? Okay. So you know any preference on how you'd like to change or grow? How many more vests do I need to bring you? So, still plenty more. Alright, so still plenty more. I've gotten you two. So, this. You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? I don't want to kill her, though. I'm ready to go back. Everything goes dark and you die. A terrifying vessel. Uh, I'm gonna create a save point right there. Or how do I check the? Oh, that's just the history. What's going on there? I'm just wondering how do I check on which ones I've gotten, or does it just automatically show me? Okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Yep. Take the blade to the basement. Team downstairs. I haven't decided yet. Just your talk. Tighten it. Okay, we'll go with this option. I'm not dropping the blade. Oh. Fine. We've gone through this. Alright. Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Apparently gonna end the world. Hopefully sooner. Go upstairs, maybe the key's still lying around. Save the princess. So it's the same as before. Okay. Now, what if we just let him choose to slay right here? Because I think we're just going to get to the heroic ending again. But again, this is playing out different. She's not the innocent girl like before. So, I'm going to see what happens. Okay, yeah, she understands. Cool. Interesting. Oh, yeah, this played out differently. She knows. It might be. Let's see. The prisoner. Proceed to cabin. We've been over this. Wink. Stop it. You don't say wink out loud, you dummy. Oh, it's like more like a dungeon. Okay. First do this. Reason I'm doing the mirror thing is I'm guessing the mirror won't pop up if I don't. Just a guess. We'll bring the blade. Yeah. Hmm. Slimy moss. So I'm guessing this princess has done something wrong and she knows it, but she's got a cool head about it. Oh, she has a lot more chains this time. That's a lot. What the hell? How the heck am I gonna get her out of here? Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her there. No, no, I'm not gonna leave her there. Sit with her. Yeah. Yeah. Sit where you're told to sit. Uh, I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? Oh, she knows more about this than that. Hmm. I don't know, narrator. You have no idea, hero. Right now, she's just thinking, I'm being patient here, waiting as you talk to yourself. You're asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that? Last. Yeah, that's. Would she? I don't think she would. It's not. What happened after I died last time? I assume that's all it is. Yeah. No, she isn't. I don't think she is, honestly. I think that's literally just what happened. She's just kind of tired of it. How am I supposed to cut you out if you didn't notice your head's in a shackle too? Why don't you work? Unless she's going to kill me, but she can't really get any closer. Maybe. Hmm. The other chain on the wall, who's it for? What if I just did? I'm gonna inspect the shackle. Oh, maybe I should look at it. No, let it go. I'm not gonna worry about that. So there, I feel like I am gonna get locked there. Girls, I have as much of a reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right? I'm giving you a weapon in case you've forgotten you killed me with it last time. Well, I wasn't in control of myself then. I'm thinking about just giving her the knife, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna give her the knife. Shut up, narrator. He got angry. Welcome to Dark Souls, bitch. What? What? She really is gonna do it. Okay. I'm just gonna watch an uneasy silence. I'm curious how this is gonna go. What the fuck? Yeah, she is not human. Ugh. 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 Okay, narrator. Well, you got it. We slayed the princess. Son of a bitch. Okay, I think I fucked up. I don't think that's what was supposed to happen. Yeah, technically. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. So, with the vessels, I guess it doesn't matter if she's dead or not. As long as we bring the body with us, that counts as a vessel. Uh, take the princess with you. Oh, just the head. All right. Wait, wait. Oh no. Leave the cabin, claim your reward. Huh? Yeah. Okay, see ya. Bye. There's another vessel. But you not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. Nah, that's the end of you. I'm sorry. You approach the mirror. Gaze into the reflection. Since 4 is gone once again. The mirror always sucks sleeve, but you need to see what's in it. I'm getting even more goopier. You've wilted. You find yourself in a lonely quiet once again. To the cabin. We're at the cabin. Approach. Hmm. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? No? If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. Uh, hmm. Not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion, one way or another, on the matter. I just want to stop. You guys are torturing me, and I hate it. I really think I hate you. This. What do you think of this vessel? Do you know what happens to the worlds leaving behind? Okay. Have you figured out what you'll want when we finished? Do you still not care what I bring you next? So you don't have any preferences on how you like to change or grow. How many preferences do I need now? Okay. Ready to go back. Ah! A gratuitous vessel. Okay, so now that I know what I'm doing here, I'm going to do what I did before. Just listen to the narrator. Of course, oh, I can't pick this option. Of course not. That was too easy. I could remove the blade. Check for a pulse. Pulse. Oh shit. Ah! Ah! No! Shit. I mean, originally I wasn't gonna go with this, but, you know, okay. The razor. The voice of the tune. Alright. Alright. Save the cabin. Let's see how fucked up it looks now. Oh god! Alright, approach mirror. Take the knife. It's her basement. Ow. I'm going to face the beast. Shut. Alright, how fucked do you look? Eh? Oh, yes. If I come close to you, you're not going to stab me, are you? Do you remember what happened last time? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. Yeah, that sounds sane to say. Yeah, that too. She is, though. Prove to me that you don't have a knife. Just raise your chain. Oh. No, something's up with that hand. So then you stab me with your claws. But what if you were just hiding it somewhere secret? Uh huh. Uh huh. Definitely. If I come closer, you're just going to stab me, aren't you? Do you remember what happened last time? Okay, true. I did do that. No, you do remember. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she definitely does. That's exactly what happened, so you do remember it. Uh huh. Yes! Hi, Koro. Can we just talk things through? No. Give fish. But why give fish? We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know that you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. No!
Oh, no, not the fish tacos.
I'm not coming closer. What if we were both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart. Oh! Shit. Not for long. Ah, that's not good. Damn it. Shit. The arms race. Oh, it's still continuing. Whoa. Whoa. I haven't been to chapter 3 yet. Whoa, 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 whoa. We like skipped. Oh, the voice of the Cheats now the narrator. Voice of the Haunted. Voice of the Broken. What? This. What basement? There's just a mirror. What door? Approach the mirror. Wipe your mirror clean. Eh. He just fell. Oh no. Ow. Oh, hello again. Hi again. Yes! Oh my god, a pumpkin fat cat. Hello, Kimmy-san. I am a pumpkin vap. Pumpkin Vaporeon, if you will. PumpkinVap. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, Vaporeon. I'll show you real quick. See, I got like a fishtail. I guess you're killing me again? We're going to appeal 40. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason that we can't talk this out. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. She has force warrants and we don't. We're panicking. We're going to fight her and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. All these ideas suck. Think up something better. Did you know that for the says yeah, you don't fucking do that shit. Fine officer, we're going to appeal to our authority. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. It doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps into light. life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires. What's Smitten doing here? Paranoid's here now. And there's Cold. It's a never ending. Brutality assured destruction. This is getting a little wacky. Smitten, no. This is silly. Hello again. Yeah. So does this game have sound, by the way? Wait, is there no sound? Son of a bitch, it's not playing the audio. What? Why aren't you playing the audio? I can't believe there was no sound this whole time. That's so annoying. God, how long has it been like that? Yeah, the whole idea is like there's like these narrators talking. Something tells me that there was no sound at all throughout the entire time the game closed itself and reopened. That's so fucking annoying. Well, whatever. There's sound now. Should be anyway.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts. It becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out?
They're just woman made of swords.
That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. Narrator, what just happened? It's so quiet.
Into.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes you as you approach. As her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in a lonely quiet once again. You see the cabin. We're at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does, and when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
How many girls still need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
Okay, so we need one more. Alright. This is the last time. Is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
I'm ready to go
The
back.
next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark and you die. The hero and the princess.
You're on up, you're here. You make your way up. A warning. She will lie. The interior of the blade is your
I'm gonna leave the blade.
The door to her voice
Hello?
is hypnotizing. Don't let it fool you.
Don't be
Hi.
a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. Do you think...
So I can do.
You're only making the...
Thank you.
Sorry, I've been over this again.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here? You make your way to the bottom. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could...
She barely hesitates before raising her
Yeah,
arm.
we've been over this. Now, last time during this, I chose to save, so this time, we're just gonna do this.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Still turn this around?
You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive. Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons. And then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Silence, as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Don't really like that outcome, but progress. The witch. Ooh.
You're on a path. You're here to...
I already slew the princess. Sure, she was also killed by me, but definitely got her. I'm here
again. I can assure you that you didn't slay her, and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Yep, see the cabin.
A warning, she will love... Don't worry, you can trust us to get the job done.
Alright, how different is it?
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Rushmere.
You walk... What are you talking... You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I'm not gonna take the blade this time.
Blade. Hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
It's okay, I don't want blade this time. This time I don't want to kill her.
The basement creaks
but she's not going to trust the hell out of me.
Dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here,
only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I like her.
I
Hold on.
recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
That's what I'd like to do, but someone tells me that's probably not the gist.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
You know, I can relate to opportunists pretty
Do
good.
you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Trying to see which option will probably be good here. Look, I know. I know. Things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all, and unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Yeah, she
Seems
understands.
to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
I'm unarmed. That's a gesture of goodwill, so why don't we talk it out?
You came to me with empty hands last time, too. But that didn't mean you hadn't been plotting something nasty all along. What you did showed me as much.
But we didn't plot anything. We just made an informed decision based on the information we had at the time. I think you're both making perfectly valid points. Sure, we didn't plot anything, but it's easy to see how she might think we did.
I didn't bring my blade down, remember? How am I supposed to get you out of those chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh,
She could
okay.
have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
Well, there's a thing here. I think maybe I should go first, because... I mean, I'm being gullible at this point, but I feel like the Nera can just throw the sword and they can take control of
Somebody
me.
has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
Yeah,
We're
that.
talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No.
Mm-hmm.
The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself. But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? Why did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight.
Yeah, it's just...
Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up?
Yeah, okay.
I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
Yeah, that does
You
suck.
were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that?
Because we didn't... Because we broke her
What
trust.
I would have done. Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
Yep. I'm just gonna say nothing.
By our very natures, only one of us could make it up.
I mean, I deserve it.
unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back.
Yep.
And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us. And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first.
Yeah, that too.
You're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up. Ho ho ho! So she's as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly
Seems like it.
that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
Huh.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Ugh.
Is that really what's going to happen?
Not
Hello?
quite.
Are you still there? What happens next?
He doesn't
I
respond.
think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Ah. I did it. Well, you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Emery returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before. You always get
It feels
scared.
so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side's going to be nice.
If you say so. I trust you. Finally! We're going places.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. What? What? But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it. A figure. Faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you...
I think you know what I am.
Oh fuck, it's the narrator! The crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image into glasses in two. And then another crack forms, and another, and another. Turning the mirror, you jagged shards of broken glass. Oh fuck. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Oh my god, there's so many choices. Are you part of me, or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
So, you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why'd you lie
Perhaps
to
they
me?
thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Okay. People out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Do you have anything to say for yourself, for all of this hubris?
The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
So the worlds that I've caused to go into this void, they were real. I've destroyed many worlds. After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
If you're not me, then what are you?
I'm an echo. Likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Rid the world of death and suffering. That's kind of fucked up. I'm sorry. And what is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I need to rid the world of death.
I'm a god? What? The long quiet. I think you're out of time.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
You say that, but you know, I'm not gonna kill her. Ending the ridding the cycle of death or whatever is I don't know. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrow is right. You are the long quiet, a vast and innocent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. Just gonna do that real quick. You arrive at the heart of things. There is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh, hi.
can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. Do you know about the Echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. I'm the one quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Attempt to destroy me and bring about a world of devoid and death. There are so many stories we left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what is the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked, if all of them would have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
I think I said something wrong there.
A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
If there are no endings, there are no limits. If there is no limits, then there is no difference between growth and decay.
Meaning lies in experience, and experience lies in contrast. Abandoning one's search is not the same as losing the capacity to discover. I am contrast itself. To reject me is to reject the shape of everything. Do not use words to reduce that which your eyes know to be irreducible. A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once. You learn to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality, and you used it to rise above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
If you hadn't sent our body away, we would have killed each other. We were self-destructive.
Were we self-destructive? Or did the beauty of our dance reach beyond the shadow of death? It was lethality that made us what we were. To question everything is to deny proof of the reality that lies in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you did not live alone. You found me, and we held trust in each other for no reason than to believe in something that wasn't us. Cold skepticism turned to liberation, but it required a journey to blossom. Though you have blossomed, do you have no more journeys left to make? What of those in the spaces beyond? Would you erase the path ahead to hold everyone still?
The path is just a metaphor. I want to protect them.
And that is what I want too. To protect them from the horrors of an eternity without me.
Fear is what pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing status. To fear rejection protects from being known. But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. Being known is contained within being conscious. It is in the nature of all things to transform, to go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all things strips away the finality of endings, what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you? You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown, and through that, you feared nothing.
I'm not afraid anymore.
Then you are one step closer to being free of your bindings. Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
That feeling never left me.
Then there's no need for you to fight what we are. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together, hand in loving hand.
Maybe I shouldn't have picked that option. I know to leave with you. Stop the fight. early and surrender. I won't leave you, not to see things from my perspective.
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
It's gonna close the game, isn't it? As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Are you starting to see? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free.
There is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
We have no doubt good as to hear
It's
you.
good to be here. There's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready? Then let's go.
What?
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Seems like it, yeah.
Do you need me to describe things?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
If the offer still stands, but could you describe the cabin to me, for all time's sake?
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really mentioned the windows, did he? There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Yeah.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
It's funny. After everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Through the basement.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go.
Downstairs.
We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me? You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
So there. So this is the truly divine princess that we. I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out?
What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
But we're saying to do anything to help them. The people out there. If you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer?
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
I don't want to forget you.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
We're going to find ourselves back here eventually.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
We're talking about this right now. How do we know we haven't done this before?
Well, I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
How do we know that things won't end worse? What if I make my way back here? I'm different. I hurt you. What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty, and I still like you.
Well, that's...
And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
We'd have to decide to do this every single time, forever. Eventually something is going to be different. What if we change our minds?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
This is fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Is there any other way?
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, don't, not skip. I wanted to... There, we're gonna save right there. Okay. Trying to think what would be the best option here. I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna say this. I take it all back. I don't want this, and I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god?
Yeah, I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time.
Okay. I had it saved there, so... The game is called. You know what it's called, so... I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
You and me both. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
You blink, the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sit at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged, left each of you with a piece of the other, but destroying her once and for all. You also destroyed a part of yourself, but the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
Gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. A small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? Doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Leave the cabin. You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas. There is even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor. A world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel a sensation that limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything is here with you. You feel your wings, spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and hound agonizing tension to a finite plane. You feel the glass of construct pressuring in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it. But it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, an unyielding tension gives way. And then the shattering. You are free. And before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality. One forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
It's finally over, isn't it? And all of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. We get to make the rules. This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering. Everything horrible about being alive has stopped. I could get used to this.
So now we're just immortal. Oh boy.
Wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
I don't know about
How
that.
does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order. We are the pecking order now.
Pecking order.
I hope this was all worth it. Because I'm personally inconsolable. Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it. Time mends a lot of things. You'll get better.
Here, here. To our vanquished.
I basically become Gwen when you think about it. I have ended the cycle of death. I am the asshole.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves.
No!
Forever.
It's Dark Souls. No.
We can do that, yeah? Yeah. We can do that.
A new and unending dawn. Slay the princess! You got the bad ending. Congratulations. This is a fun game. However, we're actually not done. Thanks so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for a special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI by hitting it. Join the Discord, join the mail list, join the subreddit. Follow us somewhere else. Make your playlist. Play our other game. Return to main menu. Load game. Hi again! Alright, let's do it. I believe in us.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
That wasn't the wrong thing to say. I regret it. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, fuck.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So we literally just... Yeah, we literally just restarted the game. Hold on. Okay, I guess this actually is a... What? Oh, I didn't mean to close it. Didn't mean to close it. Okay, load game.
Yeah, I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time.
I can still become the god. I always have to skip through a bunch of dialogue.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have you. She takes the blade from our hand.
I'll see you soon.
Hey, I love you.
Okay, she does say it. Alright. I was just curious if she
You're
said it.
here.
I'm guessing I'm just repeating it now, right? Oh no, that is an ending. You're on a path in the woods. So this is just another ending. It just repeats the cycle. So no, I guess the first choice was the good ending because we were basically stuck in like a loop. A world that was created by them to be never ending. But since we killed her, then the loop ended. And it, for some reason, created a world with no death. Which seems kind of weird. I don't know, that seems like a weird idea to me, because the whole, like, expansion role of, like, the Dark Souls thing. Because then we basically just created the world of Dark Souls, to where it's just people can't die, everyone's immortal. Which leads to insanity and shit like that. I mean, I guess we were already insane, though, because of all the voices in our head. Honestly, though, I like this. This is a fun little narration game. They also have another game. I think it's Scarlet Hollow. Maybe I'll check that out at some point. I like this though. This is nice. I am still a little bit upset that I had some audio issues with this earlier though, and so a lot of this stuff was you guys couldn't hear. All because the game had closed and reset itself, and I was already like, I think maybe an hour and a half into the game until I realized there was some audio issues. So that sucks, but yeah, I like this. This was fun. They did a good job with this game. Yeah, I think with that though, I'm probably gonna call it here. I guess we'll see who's live. We'll probably raid into somebody.